No, yeah, you're going to get in this side, so we may just need to adjust the seatbelt for you a little bit. So,
Sure. One more. I was eating a black.
Alright, so flip your left hand foot in first around that side, and then you lift your bottom up, get your head in, and you can sort of figure it out. Take it away.
Nice.
Now we'll just see how this goes. We might need to adjust it a little bit. Not saying anything, but Sarah's a bit.
Oh no, that's fine.
Roger that.
Maybe a tiny bit more. That's
Nice.
it. Yeah, that's
You're
it.
right.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
good.
Doesn't have to be too tight. It's really just, there's not too much turbulence or anything up there. I'll just leave that open because it's a bit warm today, so
Cool.
I'll lock you in.
Yep.
Or maybe, alright, that's alright.
Mary-
Mary will come down in a minute
Yeah,
anyway.
should be here pretty shortly.
So, if you slip that on, that goes on your left hand side,
Yep.
and we'll get the microphone. We had a few problems with the mic before, but
It's our first time flying.
hey, yours?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, with me, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay. Yep. All good. I'll just quickly go over my little checklist, but I think everything's going to be fine. We've done all of that. Do that when we get down there. Okay. Just quickly do that. Clear prop. Nav light. That's still on. You got me? Can hear me all right?
Yep.
So you need to get this nice and close to your mouth, really close, so I can hear you properly.
Yep, all good.
No,
No.
that's the one. So I'll just turn that around again a bit like that, and we'll get it really almost touching your lips. That's better. Now I've got you. Okay, we'll switch this on, and we shall switch on that. Out. So this is a transponder, and that tells everybody where I am, so Adelaide Airport can see me wherever I am flying. So yeah, where are we going to do? Lindot traffic, TechNav 7008, moving to holding point for runway 36 Lindot. Okay. I was just saying to Sarah, it's just even coming up here, it doesn't really matter. It's only a few extra minutes, but it's just actually nice coming down here to the, just driving through the vineyards before you're about to take off. It's just a good look, isn't it? Yeah, oh look, I think Sarah was a little bit surprised how green everything looks when you're up in the air, although it looks dry down here a little bit. It's quite lovely when you're upstairs. So like Sarah said, it's a bit smaller than anything she's been in before. It's smaller than what, well, although the Cub's not that big, is it? Is this smaller than the Cub?
Yeah,
No. Yep. I look forward to flying something that has a wheel like the yoke rather than a steering wheel rather than a stick, just because it'll be entirely different. But I think it'll be awkward because I've got a really good feel for the stick now. It's really quite comfortable to me. The wind keeps on moving around a little bit, but that's alright. We're going to still go 3.6, I think, because it's just more convenient. So I've just got to do a little check on a couple of things. So they're on, they're on. Go through my little checklist again. I don't need to check the motor, we've done that. Test. Cylinder head, everything looks fine on the instruments. Controls, just watch your legs when I'm flying because that needs to be nice and full and free. It's always awkward to say to girls, spread your legs. Trim set is neutral. Fuel selector valves are on. And sufficient fuel, plenty of fuel. Instruments, we're all good with instruments. I'm just going to adjust that back down to 800 feet. Just sometimes it gets out of whack a little bit depending on the air pressure. Landing lights are on. Flap is set to takeoff. Ignition is fine. Ready to go. All secure.
Good fun.
Yeah. Lindok traffic, TechNav 7008, entering and backtracking for runway 36, Lindok. There's a helicopter just coming in there. It's very cool, isn't it?
Yeah. They can't hear what we're saying.
Not when we're talking, only when I hold the button down and transmit. So they would appreciate me taking off that way because then it's less risk of issues up here.
Yep.
So the wind is moving around a little bit, but that's okay.
You look really stable up there.
It is, it's pretty stable. I mean, we're crabbing a little bit. The wind's coming across us, not straight towards us. So that means that once you take off, you'll feel the aircraft turn a bit. So it'll feel like we're going that way instead of that way. Sorry, I'm controlling it with my feet. So we're sort of...
How did you go with the rudder and the
Yeah, everything, look, actually flying is quite straightforward and it's quite intuitive and I felt it very natural doing it. Taking off felt quite normal, it's very easy, well, you'll see in a minute, it doesn't take very long to take off. And landing is the tricky bit, as you'd expect, and it's really just about judgment. So when I came into land, I didn't do my normal landing pattern this time, but I got it right, so that was good. I picked my distance from that direction as we were coming back in, and I managed to drop down my height quick enough to get us down on the ground first time, so that was a nice feeling. I like to do that. I don't like to have to go around, but you know, you do what you do for safety. So okay, I think I'm just doing one more eye check on everything. I'm happy that we're all set to go, so if you're all comfortable, we can take off.
Good to go.
Lindok traffic, TechNav 7008, rolling on runway 36, climbing to 2,000 feet to the north, and circuits over Lindok and Whispering Wall, Lindok. Okay, here we go. It's nice that they let us know what's going on. Okay, we're up. Doesn't take long, does it? Considering it's only a little motor, but boy, it's a powerful little creature. So yeah, it's a very light aircraft. So we're at 1,000 feet. Yeah. Oh, it's very peaceful up here actually. It's quite lovely. It's kind of like sailing, as I was saying over lunch. It's a feeling that, you know, you're focused entirely on what you're doing up here. So I'll just take off. We're going to get up to 2,000 feet. Well, last time with Sarah, I managed to reach 2,000 feet just as we got over Lindok Hill. So we'll be right. There's nobody flying now, so that's really nice. We're quiet. It's a good experience for me to be around lots of aircraft because you're going to do it somewhere. So yeah, we saw them too. 16. So I'm going to fly over Lindok, and you'll see Lindok Hill and the chateau will come up on the right hand side on your side of the aircraft, and we'll fly over our house as well in a second. So It would be nice if I can get Isaac up one day, but you know, you can't rush these things. It's just time. I've got another couple of friends actually who are scared of flying, but they've promised me they're going to come up. They're very keen to get past their phobia, which is lovely, and they trust me, which is lovely as well, isn't it? So, but this feels really comfortable, doesn't it? It's not bumpy or. Yeah, so we're at 1900 feet now. Oh yeah. A bit scared, yeah. If you're not used to it. Yeah, absolutely. So everything does look pretty green from up here, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a big block, big triangle. And then we're coming up, you'll see our house in a second, so we'll do a little circuit over it in a second. Just going to slow us down a minute. See if anybody comes out to wave at us again. They're on their way, so... Nobody coming out today. Of course, the beautiful gardens. It does look alright, doesn't it, from up here? As Sarah was saying, if you're selling it to anybody important, you want to bring them up for a flight. Yeah. Yeah, it does look pretty good. Yeah, it's an interesting property, isn't it? Alright, we'll head out towards Whispering Wall. We're just going to keep an eye out for this aircraft. He said he's going to be up for 4 minutes. So, yeah, I don't know... They'll be watching out for me like a hawk anyway, so that's okay. Yeah, you can do. We've got traffic TechNav 7008 and maintaining 2,000 feet en route to Whispering Wall, 2 nautical miles to the east of Lindop. Yeah, I thought we'd just get a little bit of image. I don't know how successful it'll be. It's a last minute thing, but hopefully it'll capture a bit. Doesn't it look lovely, like the patchwork of vineyards all over the place? That was devastating, wasn't it? It's just so horrible. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty smooth up here. I'm quite happy with this. It's a good flight. If we go over the hills, you might feel a bit of bump as we go over the these little hills over here. Ardrossan. So you pick up traffic from all over South Australia, depending on, because we're all on the same frequency basically. I could listen to, so we're now listening to monitoring Adelaide, but I don't think there's any traffic that we need to worry about with Adelaide Central. So I might just leave that on for a second. But they do training out here, but I don't think there'll be anything happening today. And if they are out here, all traffic would be using that our normal thing anyway. Look at the big Barossa.com down there. Yeah, that's for the tour down under. So there's Whispering Wall just over on the right hand side. Yeah. Have you been out there with Sarah, or did she go out there by herself sometime? Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a nice area, isn't it? I love the Whispering Wall area. Actually, all of these lakes are gorgeous. No, that's a bit further over, just over the other side of those hills. So this is North Para, and then there's another reservoir called Warren Reservoir just around the corner, which is being opened up for public access. But yeah, there's some beautiful properties around this area. So that's Williamstown just down on my left hand side. and you can sort of see, you can't really see it very well, but you can just see some tall buildings in the far distance, which is Adelaide. So, but it's a bit smoggy, or a bit, yeah, hazy. It's probably not smog, it's probably just a bit of haze, heat haze. Yeah, we took off to Flinders last year, was it? I think it was last year. Maybe it was, no, it was the year before actually. It was so lovely to do that. Yeah, we look forward to doing some longer flights at some point. Yep, this little aircraft took us all the way up there, took it right up. So we're travelling at 2,200 feet at the moment. We took it up to 7,500 feet, so we're much higher, and it was just a nice flight. So that's Adelaide Airport telling their aircraft what to do. So I'm just going to switch them off because I don't need to hear what they're doing while we're going through land. So I'm afraid that was it. We're going to turn around. We've done our little joy flight. We're going to head back in and land just back over there. Yeah, oh, it's good, isn't it? I look forward to doing more of it, and hopefully on a bigger aircraft one day. Yeah, I hope so. Lindot traffic, Jetpan 7008 is inbound from the south to nautical miles to the south, en route for runway 36, descending from 2000, Lindot. So I'm just lining up my runway. We're going to come around a little bit further. So I don't know if you can see the really big green patch almost to my, just straight in front. That's the main vineyard that we just went through. And then the big flat section in the middle, that's the runway down there. Just do my quick inspection on everything. So my park brake is off, my lights are on, my ignition is on, all the gauges are good, fuel is good, and we're all strapped in so we can land. Yeah. Okay, so somewhere over straight in front we should see, just to the right, we should see the helicopter take off, so maybe keep an eye on that. And I'll just tell him that we're coming in to land, so we'll land before he gets back to the landing pit as well. Okay, Lindot traffic, TechNav 7008 on final for runway 36, Lindot. I'll just give myself a bit more speed. Normally we don't do straight in approaches like this, but I'm doing it for their sake and for our sake. Roger that, thank you. $1,300, I'm just going to go a bit harder. A little bit of lift off this hill. You feel it lift you, don't you? You can see it. Pretty funny. So I'm just going to drop us back down 1300. That's where I want to be right now, so we're just going to line ourselves up and just gradually drift down. I'm going to get myself into landing mode. Okay, all good. So what happens is we put the flap down. That means that the nose sometimes comes up much higher. Then I have to point it down to keep the speed up, so we're trying to maintain around about the 60 knots. I'll get a gut feeling for it in about 30 seconds when we come over these trees about how my height's going, but I think I'm going to be okay. We're going to touch and go, we'll see how we go. I feel about right. There's the helicopter straight ahead, so he's staying out of our way. So yeah, we'll land this, no problem. It'll all be good. Feel us crabbing a bit, but what happens is it starts straightening out like that as we come down. Here's the guys. There we go. Just gonna pull up and turn around down here.
That was so good. Landed it perfectly well.
That was alright, it's a bit windy, but that's alright. We'll manage. There you go.
Very much.
Just get everything off.
This for a while.
And all safe.
Thank you. That was so good. I see what you mean about the angle you have to come in at.
Yeah, it's a little bit funny sometimes, isn't it? You can feel the aircraft, because of the wind, it's pushing you around a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, got your belt off?
Yep. All good.
Who's next? Come on out.
Has Mum been up before?
No,
Oh, you haven't?
no, they've been down here.
Oh, wow.